Hare Krishna. Welcome
Hare
to
Krishna, Prabhu.
Bhagavad Gita class. Today is Sunday. I'm getting echo from somebody's place. Today is Sunday, 23rd August 2015. So we will first chant the mantras. Om Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Shri Chaitanya Manodisham Sahitam Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrudakam Sadhanaragunam Samsajivam
Sadvaitam Savadhutam
Krishna
Chaitanya Devam
Shri Radha
Rupadam Ganalata Vishakhanvitanshya
He Krishna
Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kant
Radha Kanta Sapta Kanta Radhe Vrindavani Vano Sute
Pranamami Hari Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Sindhubhya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnupadaya Bhaktivedanta Swami iti namine
Namaste
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha
Jai Shri Krishna
Jai Shri
Chaitanya Prabhu Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Namah Vishnu Padaya Srimate Jaya Pataka Swami Namine Namah Acharya Padaya Nitai Krupa Pradayane Ramakanda Ramadaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
So we are in chapter 2 and today we are going to take 2 shlokas 37 and 38. So I think I just wrote 37, but we are also taking 38. We'll first chant the shlokas and then we'll go from there. Hato va prapsyasi swargam Vitva va bhokshase mahim
Hato va prapyasasi satam va भोक्ष्यसे
तस्मात् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः
तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः
हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम्
हतो प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम्
तस्मात् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः
तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः
सुख दुःख समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ
सुख दुःखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ
ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापम् अवाप्स्यसि
ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापम् अवाप्स्यसि
सुख दुःख समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ
सुख दुःखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ
ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापम् अवाप्स्यसि
ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापम् अवाप्स्यसि
Everybody can chant one sloka. We'll start with Kamalini Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण हतो वाप्याप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम्
हतो
तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः
रश्मि माताजी.
सुख दुःख समे कृत्वा लाभालाभो जयाजयो
सुख
सुख दुःखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ
ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापम् अवास्यसि
ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापम् अवाप्स्यसि
सुनील प्रभु.
हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम्
हतो वाप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम्
तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः
डॉली माताजी.
सुख दुःखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ
सुख दुःखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ
ततो युद्धय युज्यस्व नैवं पापम् अवाप्स्यसि
ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापम् अवाप्स्यसि
सौम्या माताजी.
हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम्
हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा
भोक्ष्यसे महीम्
तस्मात् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः
तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय
Anybody left out? Jamavardhini Mataji. Sukha dukhe tato yuddha naivam papam avapsasi. It should be sukha dukhe. This is called conditioning, because we just think that sukha, after sukh, dukh comes up. So dukhe, I missed that. Okay, sorry. We'll take word by word meaning. Tataha, being killed.
Being killed.
Va, either. Prapsyasi,
Prapsyasi.
you gain.
You gain.
Swargam,
Swargam.
the heavenly kingdom.
Heavenly
Va,
Jitva,
by conquering.
by conquering.
Va,
Va,
or.
or
Bhokshase, you enjoy.
you enjoy.
Mahim,
Mahim.
the word.
The world.
Tasmat,
Tasmat.
therefore.
Therefore,
Uttishta,
Uttishta.
get up.
Get
get
up.
up.
Kaunteya,
Kaunteya.
O son of Kunti.
O son of Kunti.
Yuddhaya,
Yuddhaya.
to fight.
To fight.
Krita,
Krita.
determined.
Determined.
Nishchayaha,
Nishchaya,
uncertainty.
Uncertainty.
Translation. O son of Kunti, either you will be killed on the battlefield and attain the heavenly planets, or you will conquer and enjoy the earthly kingdom. Therefore, get up and fight with determination. O son of Kunti,
O son
son
of
of
Kunti,
either you will be killed on the battlefield
either you will be killed on the battlefield
and attain the heavenly planets,
and
and
attain
attain
and attain the heavenly planets,
or you will conquer and enjoy
or you will
conquer and enjoy
the earthly kingdom.
the earthly kingdom.
earthly kingdom.
Therefore,
Therefore,
get up and fight with determination.
Get up and fight with determination.
38. Sukha,
Sukha,
happiness.
happiness.
Dukhe,
Dukhe
and distress.
and distress.
Same,
Same,
equanimity.
Inequanimity.
How coincidence it is. Same, when you read, even if
Yes.
it's same, it is same meaning.
Same,
Yes.
yeah. Yes, Prabhuji.
Kritva,
Kritva,
doing so.
doing so.
Labha, alabha,
Labha, alabha,
both profit and loss.
Both profit and loss.
profit and loss.
Jaya, ajaya,
Jaya,
Jaya,
Jaya.
Ajaya,
both victory and defeat.
both victory and defeat.
Tataha,
Tataha,
thereafter.
thereafter.
Yuddhaya,
Yudhaya,
for the sake of fighting.
For the sake of
fighting.
Yujjasva,
you just
engage.
Engage.
Na, never.
Never.
Evam,
evam
in this way.
in this way.
Papam,
Papam
sinful reaction.
simple reality.
Avapsyasi,
Avapsyasi,
you will gain.
you will gain.
Do thou fight for the sake of fighting, without considering happiness or distress, loss or gain, victory or defeat, and by so doing, you shall never incur sin. Do thou fight for the sake of fighting,
Do
Do
thou
thou
fight
fight for the sake of fighting,
without considering happiness or distress,
Without considering
without happiness or distress,
loss or gain,
loss or gain,
loss or gain,
victory or defeat,
victory or
victory
defeat,
or defeat.
and by so doing,
and by so
By so doing,
you shall never incur sin.
you
you
shall
shall
never
never incur sin.
Thank you very much. So now we see Krishna is now talking, last few shlokas he is talking about material loss or gain. The papa and punya and all that he's talking now. He's just talking of if you fight, here he's saying just fight for the sake of fighting. Without bothering about what will happen, you will win or you will lose. And then, he's giving him a motivation that, okay, in either case, you are going to win. Win-win situation. If you lose, no problem. You still go to heavenly planets. You win, you can enjoy the earthly planets. And at the end of the earthly planets, that's one Acharya has told, I really like that. How Krishna is so intelligent, that he is not talking of only, profit in loss, but is showing how profit is double profit. So, he is not giving a third choice. What is the third choice? Third choice is what Arjuna proposed, that he will not fight. Simple. But that Krishna has ruled out. He's just telling him that's ruled out. How can you do that? Like we saw in the previous verses, he said, what about your name? What about your fame? You are a Yodha, you are a Maharatha, you are a Veer. And you are talking like a cowardly person. Finding some excuse not to fight. That's not good. I can understand if you don't want to fight somebody who is not equal. You should not fight a weak person. But here, we have seen that Kaurava's army is even stronger, and they got more generals with more experience, Drona, Bhishma, these are not ordinary people. But, of course, Pandavas have Krishna. But Krishna is not a fighter here. He can be a maximum advisor, what to do, how to do, etc. But he is not a fighter. He is not going to fight. So very, very interesting observation by Krishna. Because Krishna wants this war, let's understand. It's Krishna's war. He wants it for establishing for a long, long period till people start forgetting, and then he will again come and again he will do some leela, he will again re-establish. So he gives a long rope, and when things go out of hand, then he says, I come. First he sends some representatives, they take care, small people. It's always the case, right? And when the king always comes at the last, he just generals, all the generals, everybody. Of course, in the previous yuga, generals were right in the front. But still, they are required for strategy, they are being well protected, etc. So let's see what the Acharyas have to say, some wonderful things about this, those shlokas. So we'll again take turns and go from there. Soumya Mataji.
If you are slain in a righteous war by enemies, you shall thereby attain supreme bliss. Or slaying the enemies, you shall enjoy this kingdom without obstacles. As the duty called war, when done without attachment to the fruits, becomes the means for winning supreme bliss, you will attain that supreme bliss.
Same thing, except that here it says that it's a dharma yuddha. Dharma means your duty, religion. So it's a duty called war. And same thing, don't get attached to victory, loss, or just leave it. Anyway, you have no control. You may be the most powerful, but if Krishna doesn't want you to win, then he'll create a situation. All these Duryodhana and everybody were not some weak people. They're very, very powerful people. I mean, imagine Duryodhana having a body of Vajra, thanks to Mother Gandhari. And he's been trained by Balaram. So not some ordinary person. And that's why he knows his strength. And he thinks that he can just win. And he knows the strength of others. So, if you want the supreme bliss, he says simply at this moment, you do what you are supposed to be doing. You come here to fight. You are not come here for some goody goody. That was there, in the beginning we tried everything. Not that the Krishna did not try or others did not try. Krishna himself goes as an ambassador and then ambassador of peace. But Duryodhana doesn't want it. Of course, Krishna doesn't want Duryodhana to agree also. Then the Mahabharata would not have been there. And you imagine the Mahabharata Ramayana is removed from Indian scene. It becomes so empty, right? But there are so many stories spinning out of these stories. Not stories, this is happening, this is historical facts. Dolly Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. If slain in battle while fighting bravely, a Kshatriya will certainly attain the heavenly spheres. It is also stated in the Vedic scriptures that if a Kshatriya is victorious in battle, what will be gained is dominion of the earth, and at the end of the life, the heavenly spheres are guaranteed as well. Thus, those who fight bravely in battle are undefeated acquire more merit than those who are defeated.
Exactly what I told you just now. You enjoy this planet, and not that only when you die you go to heavenly planet. No, here also. Of course, when you say that, what is required is that you lead your life in a very pious way, in a very spiritual way. Then only heavenly sphere is guaranteed. Not that, okay, you win the war and then you start torturing the people, extracting money from them, like current governments. They make the life miserable for the people rather than make them happy. To become happy in today's world, you have to feed the government and you have to feed your family and so many agencies. And then on top of it, you have some more money or something, then you can have that. Otherwise, it's not that easy. But anyway, this is not. This is happening in Dwapar Yuga. So things were a little better than now. And of course, Krishna knows Arjuna. So he knows that Arjuna, if he rules, he is going to rule by justice, not just like that. So he says, fighting is better than getting defeated. And again, not only fighting, he says fight and win. Because if you win, then you can enjoy two things. If you lose, you can enjoy only heavenly planets. You will not enjoy these earthly planets. So he is giving a lot of bonus so that Arjuna, the whole idea is to make Arjuna agree for fighting. The rest, he knows Arjuna's strength, everything about Arjuna. Sunil Prabhu.
Being equal in happiness and distress, which is caused by gain and loss, such as gain and loss of a kingdom, which in turn caused by victory or defeat in the war. Understanding that both results are equal through a discerning mind, equipped with that knowledge, you will not incur sin at all.
Because of Arjuna's level, Krishna could tell him that, this is not applicable today. In the sense, people don't want to understand this. You tell something, okay, you can make loss and no problem. They say, oh, come on, or you lose. Today they will say, I will use any means to win. Fair or foul, doesn't matter. Mostly foul. There's hardly any competition in excellence. There's only competition in mediocrity. There's only competition in cheating. How you can become rich overnight. This hard work and this and that, this is all for fools, they say. Even in management, they say, don't work hard, don't hit hard, hit sharp. Your weapon should be very sharp. So you can cut anybody. So the talk is of only cutting. Whether you are a Kshatriya or you are a Vaishya or something, you just want to cut and cut and cut it like that. That's how the competition works. But anyway, here Krishna is saying that just do as I told you. And why is telling him that? Because Arjuna did say previously that if I do this, if I kill, then I will have sin, and then I will have to live in hell forever. And Krishna is just reassuring him that there is nothing like that. You're not supposed to go to hell. You're supposed to go to heaven in any case. So just don't bother about that at all. Rashmi Mataji.
Lord Krishna now directly says that Arjuna should fight for the sake of fighting because he desires the battle. There is no consideration of happiness or distress, profit or gain, victory or defeat in the activities of Krishna consciousness. That everything should be performed for the sake of Krishna is transcendental consciousness. So there is no reaction to material activities. He who acts for his own sense gratification, either in goodness or in passion, is subject to the reaction, good or bad. But he who has completely surrendered himself in the activities of Krishna consciousness is no longer obliged to anyone, nor is he a debtor to anyone.
So this is from Prabhupada. And you can see that thinking, very clear, thinking about how to make people Krishna conscious. So he says that what Krishna is asking Arjuna is to act in Krishna consciousness. How? Because Krishna is ordering. Krishna is desiring. It's Krishna's desire. As I said, just explained some time back. So if you just act in Krishna consciousness, then we know that we already heard this many, many times. And we are convinced that any activity done in Krishna consciousness is not material. Because it is connected with Krishna, and since Krishna is the supreme spiritual entity, everything that comes in touch becomes supreme. Supremely spiritual. Meaning not material. Spiritual means anti-material. So this war also is anti-material. Because Krishna is director, Krishna is the one, he is personally present. He is personally present also, otherwise also in his instructions, which he passes through the scriptures. We see so many times. Like whatever instructions Krishna is giving to Arjuna, that each and every one is for us also. It's not exclusively for Arjuna. Like, a Brahmana reading this should not think that, oh, this is only for Kshatriyas, not for me. Forget about it. And that also Kshatriya like Arjuna, the princes. Not for the common people. No, no. Now Krishna has to tell Arjuna in short because everybody is waiting for the war to start. And Krishna cannot tell now about, okay, now Brahmana, then Kshatriya, and then Vaishya, and then Shudra. He doesn't have that time to explain each and everything. Although he is going to tell the qualities of all the three different four varieties, the three gunas. He's going to tell. But still, he can't have a big discourse. And that's why this Acharya's commentaries are important because they take it from there. And then they assimilate and then they, discuss and then they come out with a conclusion is same. But they come out with an explanation, purport, like, what we are going through right now. Kamalini Mataji.
Devarshi Bhutapta Nrinam Pitrinam Nakinkaro Nayam Rinicha Rajan Sarvatmanayah Saranam Saranyam Gato Mukundam Parithrita Kartam. Anyone who has completely surrendered unto Krishna, Mukunda, giving up all other duties, is no longer a debtor, nor is he obliged to anyone, nor the demigods, nor the sages, nor the people in general, nor kinsmen, nor humanity, nor forefathers. Bhagavad Gita 11.5.41.
Bhagavatam.
Oh, Bhagavatam. Sorry.
So it's here is the supportive shloka, which supports Krishna's statement that if you just work on, and then Prabhupada's statement and other Acharya's statement, that if you just work for Krishna in full surrender, then we don't owe anybody anything. Like all this Pitra Paksha, this Paksha, that Paksha, there are so many people are busy doing that. The people who are suggesting that they are making big time money. And people are ready to give that money to, in the hope of getting some solace. And if you tell them this formula, then they say, no, these people are crazy. How can that be? How can I not pay to my Pitras? Oh, I will be given sharp, or some devata is going to trouble me, and so on and so forth. Here it says, nobody. If you are just surrendered, then you don't owe anything to anybody. You are not a debtor anymore. No, you are not rini. And as I said, only a devotee will understand this and act upon this, because others will think, what is this going on? People are making you non-Hindus, telling something against our Hindu religion, something like that. They just don't even understand the meaning of it, religion. So what to talk of Hindu, Muslim and all that. So again, I've been emphasizing on this, that if at all you want anything material also, just depend on Krishna. There is nothing in this whole creation that Krishna cannot provide. If he finds us qualified for that, and if he finds that that is going to help us in our progress, he will definitely provide. Anybody left over from the group? Okay. So we go back to the person who started, Soumya.
Here, sin means transmigratory existence, which is misery. The purport is that you will be liberated from the bondage of transmigratory existence. Thus, after teaching the knowledge of the real nature of the self, Sri Krishna begins to expound the yoga of work, which, when preceded by it, that is knowledge of the self, constitutes the means for liberation.
Very nice definition of sin. Transmigratory existence. Meaning, the soul transmigrates from one body to another, So it's a transmigratory existence. That means that will continue. You will go from one body to another. So only after liberation, you become devoid of this. You don't have to go to another body. You will get a spiritual body. And that happens by starting acting in devotion. Yoga of work. Karma yoga. Because see, in the beginning it was Sankhya yoga. And then Krishna started now talking about karma yoga. And then he is going to talk about karma yoga in Krishna consciousness. That is called as, right now it is Sakama yoga. Sakama. And then it will come Nishkama. Then Nishkama means no desire. This is all desire, right? To go to heaven, etc. Get a nice kingdom, get a nice job, everything. That's all comes under Sakama. And those who attended the introductory classes, I had explained this. Second chapter has 4 divisions. And finally it comes to, Sthita Pragya. In this chapter ends with that. Because this chapter is the summary of the entire Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Last one. Sunil Prabhu.
Although the pleasure of happiness and the pain of unhappiness in fighting this righteous war are inevitable, still this must be considered as pertaining to the body only, and not to the soul, which is distinctly different from the physical body.
So here is a reminder that we are not the body. We are the spirit soul. So all this pleasure, happiness, etc. comes only when the soul identifies with the body, right? So, since soul is totally different from the body, it need not identify. It should understand that this body is temporary. It has a beginning and it has an end. Whereas I don't have that beginning or end. So, why should I become unhappy or something? I'm supposed to be always blissful. Satchidananda. So that's what is, here's a hint is given that if you think from that point of view, then even, all these wars, but of course, it also explains in this particular paragraph that we do get happiness and distress, sadness, right? There is that, but then that can be controlled, that can be kept to the minimum by applying the theory of I am not the body. Till such time that you are liberated, then you don't even come under that. You don't have to worry about it. So let's conclude here. What happened? If you have any question, comment, we can take it up. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Can I ask a question about Gita 12? I have a doubt.
Yes.
12 points, 8 onwards, it is mentioned that if you cannot fix your mind upon me with deviation, then if you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, if you are unable to work in consciousness, and if you cannot take those practices, then do this. And each of these processes will give the same result or not.
No, there's a difference. That's why it's a discount proposition of Krishna.
Okay.
It starts with the highest, and then he says, okay, if you cannot do this, at least do this. If you cannot do this, then do this. Finally, the last one is the bare minimum. Like if you cannot do that, then just jump into the sea. That kind of situation. He doesn't say that. But what he's trying to say that, that okay, if you cannot even do that, then forget about bhakti and all that. Just, don't have lip talk. There's nothing. At least you have to do that much. That is what, that just give up. So this people talk about, oh, you have to work and not have your food, and that is the bare minimum. That's not the highest. That's the least. So we are saying, 12 point. I know 12 chapter. This whole discount business is there. Krishna starts from the highest and then goes down all the way. And he says, at least, okay, can you do now? That always reminds me of the person going to, I think I told this one time, astrologer, and shows his hand and Janapatri and all that. And the astrologer says, oh, Yajman, your Shani is in a very bad house. So you're required to do something. So what is you supposed to do? He says, oh, you have to make a Shani, what is that? Shani Yantra from Ashtadhatu. Then you have to, make one more deity of Shani and made out of 24 karat gold. And then, you have to get 51 Brahmanas and give them, everybody, dhoti, chadar, chhatri, this, that. He just gives a big list. And then you yagya. And this man says, how much is cost going to cost? He says, a couple of lakh of rupees. That's why I was laughing. He says, sir, I don't have that kind of money, He says, okay, let's do one thing. Let us not make it in Ashtadhatu. Let us make it in Panchadhatu. And instead of gold, you can make it gold plating. So like that. And I said, how much it is going to cost? And he says, it comes to about 50,000 rupees. He says, sir, I don't have 50,000, That's why I came to you. So then he says, okay, you do one thing. Let us do very simple puja for you. Come to the temple. We'll have it and you just, donate something, whatever is there, etc. So how much? Like that, this comes down. He says, okay, 5,000 rupees, 1,000 rupees, 500, 200, Now this fellow says, I have nothing. I don't have that. So this Jyotish thinks that at least let me get something. He says, okay, sir, at least give me 25 rupees, 20 rupees. I will do something here itself, some mantra and give you and you go. So this man says, sir, I don't have even 1 rupee. Then he says, in that case, just go. What Shani can do to you? You don't have anything anyway. Shani cannot take away anything from you because you don't have it. So same way, Krishna is giving this discount, and if you say, I can't do that much, then Krishna says, okay, go and enjoy them. Then why you come to me? I'm not available. Just enjoy. So yeah, what you are saying, that's the basic minimum.
Thanks, Jay.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, in the explanation today, it was mentioned that considering the results of both to be equal through a discerning mind. So, Prabhuji, by discerning mind, that only is meant that considering that even if you win, you are going to attain worldly pleasure as well as heaven, and if you lose, you are going to go to heaven. This only, isn't it, Prabhuji?
Yeah. So, what's the question?
No, Prabhuji, I was a little confused. Considering
it's saying that if you win, naturally you become the king, or you become the, you belong to the king family, royal family, and then you can enjoy. And then while being in the family, as I explained, then you continue doing your duty, and at the end of that, you will go back to, you go to heavenly planets again, because you got so much punya accumulated.
So, Prabhuji, that's what I'm saying. Through a discerning mind means discerning this difference.
Discerning mind is the one which knows that we are not the body. That's the discerning mind.
Okay, sir.
Discerning mind is one who knows the difference between spirit and matter. And of course, it is extended now. The one who knows the difference between good and bad, who knows what is good for you, what is not good for you. That is called discerning mind. That means not blindly accepting something.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Prabhuji, one thing, Prabhuji, like in Mahabharata, also there are many activities of Lord Krishna that have been mentioned. So some people say that we should not have Mahabharata at a house, and others say that it is a myth, that like all other scriptures, we can read that also and keep it at home.
This is the thing. If if you are looking at Mahabharata only from the Karma Kanda portion point of view, then you should not keep it, because then it is like, family getting split and this and that, and the people are scared of that. But if you know Bhagavad Gita through Bhagavatam or Mahabharata through Bhagavad Gita, then you don't mind keeping it, because you know each incident has a lesson for you to learn. You are not looking at Mahabharata from entertainment point of view or from Karma Kanda point of view. You are looking from it from a lesson for you to progress in Krishna consciousness. Then you should keep it. So a devotee should keep Mahabharata at home. There's no problem. A non-devotee are scared. They are scared of getting they are losing. Why they are saying you should not keep Mahabharata at home? Because they are afraid of losing things. So my material possession will get. This is equivalent to people not keeping Krishna with Murli at home. A lot of people, mostly in South India, they don't keep Krishna with Murli, because they say with Murli, he plays the Murli and takes away all your things. So devotee generally, that's why what we do is we read Bhagavatam, because Bhagavatam has also got Mahabharata. It's not like elaborate 1 lakh shlokas, but whatever is required for us is there.
So Prabhuji, I already have Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, so I can have Mahabharata too. And I don't think Prabhuji.
You stick to Bhagavatam. That's what I'm saying. Why you need Mahabharata now? For what? You can read.
Because Prabhuji,
short. Because why I'm saying, because it is expensive.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
So it must be expensive. I'm saving you some money.
No, Prabhuji, there are some activities of Lord Krishna that are not that are mentioned only in Mahabharata. Prabhuji.
No, nothing like that. Don't worry about it. There are a lot of activities of Krishna which is not there in Mahabharata. What do you do about that? Bhagavatam, see, that's why we are recommending Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Then you want to progress in Krishna consciousness, go for nectar of devotion, nectar of instruction. You want to further go and you want to know more about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Krishna comes himself for Kali Yuga. Then you go for Chaitanya Charitamrita. That's all. If you can finish this, you achieved something in your life. And then again, if you finish, for example, I'm sure you must have read it more than once, but you can read Bhagavad Gita at least 3 times. You can read Bhagavatam at least 3-4 times. Then only we start understanding it fully. So once you have completely understood everything, then you go for Mahabharata. Okay.
Once I've Prabhuji completed, the voice was cracking, Prabhuji. There's some disturbance. Because you said so, Prabhuji.
Everybody getting disturbance, or only she is getting disturbance?
I was able to hear your entire thing, Prabhuji.
Okay, because I think Soumya, your mind is disturbed. You are now worried about this and that. That's why I think you are anxious to get a signal from me that yes, go and buy Mahabharata. I'm saying no, don't go and buy Mahabharata. Some later day maybe.
So, I think something wrong with there must be something wrong with my cell phone.
No.
That's why.
Maybe, yeah, possible. It's a technology. Technology fails.
What?
Yeah, yes.
You said, Prabhuji, how many times I should read Gita before reading Mahabharata?
Yes. You are reading, I know that. I'm just suggesting that you read it again and again and again till you think that now you have read it enough. Then you go to the next one. Mahabharata is for entertainment. Okay, for the people.
No, Prabhuji, like there are some teachings like involved in Bhishma Parva and different Parvas.
Okay.
I thought I would.
So go to those chapters. Why you have to go to one? Because you try to understand. Mahabharata has 1 lakh shlokas. Bhagavatam has 18,000. So why you want to spend your time on 1 lakh shlokas to get one Parva, Bhishma Parva? Okay, right, read that. It's available online. Don't have to even buy, everything is available. Free.
Okay, Prabhu.
Just free available. Just go for that. If you want to learn, as I say, learning, of course, different people will tell you different things. I am telling you from Krishna conscious point of view, what is recommended. Now it is for everybody's personal choice whether you want to go in that direction or not. Okay.
Prabhuji, it is also fifth Veda, that's why
Yeah.
I thought.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay, let me hear from others also. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mother.
It is said in one of the purports, for somebody who is completely surrendered to Krishna, all those things, we do for parent, Pitrika, that's so for people like me who are just at the beginning of this thing, we have to do all these things, no, Prabhuji?
No. See, that's what I meant. Are you going to wait till who is going to tell you that you are fully surrendered now?
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
We don't have to wait. We stop it now and have faith in Krishna and see what happens, Then when it happens, then our faith will increase, rather than, wait for the time that where our faith is become now solid. Now I want to do it. No. It's like, swimming, we go for swimming, learning swimming. Now, can we wait to start swimming till we become expert? If I say I will swim only when I become expert. Now, if I'm not even gone in the water, how I'm going to become expert? Isn't it? So, we have to start practicing these things now itself and leave it to Krishna. Isn't it? If Krishna is saying that, then we should have faith in his words. If our Guru is saying that, we should have faith in his words. If the Vaishnavas are telling us, then we should have faith in that, So,
this doubt I had because the other day I was listening to Bhakti Rasamrita Swami, Dust to Dust, this thing, Prabhuji. So in that he was saying, this life, before conceiving till next birth. That is the whole cycle of birth. So there are some samskaras which have to be done for people who are dead.
Yeah, people see the thing is again, as I said, people have, those who have nothing, they have not done anything in their life, for them that is very important because at least they are doing something. So if you feel that by doing that your Krishna consciousness is going to increase, so just do it. But if it is going to take you away from Krishna consciousness, then don't do it. Simple. My formula is very simple. Whatever is favorable for Krishna consciousness, just do it. Whatever is not favorable, just avoid it. Simple. So I don't want to personally tell anybody whether you should do it or not do it or something. It's not up to us.
I got your point.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Anybody else?
Prabhuji, I have one more question.
Okay.
Prabhuji, like people, I've heard that during Pitra Paksh, reading Bhagavatam has its own huge importance.
Yeah.
So,
reading Bhagavatam anytime is good. If you want to do it in Pitra Paksha, why not? Like you were not there, we read the 14th chapter of 10th canto every day during Purushottam Mass. So it helps. Bhagavatam, there is some excuse you read Bhagavatam, that's fantastic.
And Prabhuji, I've heard that to get rid of Pitra Dosh, it is the most effective.
It is. Pitra Dosh, Bhuta Dosh, Pishacha Dosh, your Karma Dosh, any dosha, Bhagavatam.
All doshas.
Yes.
So, Prabhuji, what is the vidhi, Prabhuji? Like,
come on,
some
now,
people say we should...
1 minute. This is a Bhagavad Gita class. Let's not go into vidhi of, because I don't know. I have not done it. I don't know. I know the vidhi of reading Bhagavatam. Open the Bhagavatam or go to the website bhagavatam.org or whatever. Just read it. That is my vidhi. Other vidhis, I have not done it. I don't know it. Simple.
No, Prabhuji, I want to say something. Prabhuji, I've heard that people light an oil lamp. They don't use ghee during Pitra Paksha and all that. You don't know, Prabhuji?
I don't know.
Okay, it's okay.
This is all from the karma kanda portion, and as I said, I have not read it. I'm not interested.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you very much.
I'm the wrong person to ask that question. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. So we'll stop here. Hopefully see you next Sunday. Hare Krishna.